What's the deal, folks? It's your boy Symph-Eeze. I'm here to give you a quick reaction on AZ's Do or Die 2, which recently dropped. As you all know, or maybe you don't know, this release is the sequel to Do or Die, which was released back in October of 1995. So it's maybe about almost 25, 26 years in between the releases. As a listener and as a fan, an avid fan of AZ, I had to constantly remind myself to not let nostalgia creep in and just enjoy the experience, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we all like classic albums, and then that becomes a benchmark or the barometer, and we just keep comparing artists to themselves. So for this particular album, I had to constantly remind myself that that wasn't the goal. Just go in, try to just react to what the art that he put forth today, and just give my honest opinion. So the biggest takeaway would be that AZ's pen is still intact. You know, the man can still write, and that's huge, man. Because sometimes our legends, they could fall off a bit in the sense of not because they don't have the talent, or maybe just because they're not just in tune with the culture, or you know what I mean. Like, you can tell that writing and paying attention to details is something that truly matters to him to this present day. And as a fan, that meant the world to me. As far as production goes, he went back to '95 and snatched up some of the legends. Pete Rock is on there. Digging in the Crate's own Buck Wild is back. I got a track with Alchemist as well, The Ritual. But the biggest surprise of all will probably be Bink the Humble Monster. We all know Bink is a monster when it comes to production. But those two, the chemistry is something that I really enjoyed that. I would like to see those two tap in more going forward. Perhaps to do a full-length project together, you know what I'm saying? Bink and AZ. I think that what they did together on this album was fire. I think the tracks are Bulletproof and Just For You. Bink has a unique ear, and you can tell that when he presents music or as an addition to a project, he's not playing a beat tape and you select and, you know, and this sticks out like a sore thumb. Nah, it feels as though it matched what AZ was trying to do on this album perfectly. So shout out to Bink and AZ. I got a chemistry, man. We want to see a project from y'all. Another takeaway would be no Esco, no Nas on the album. You know, when this track Never Enough came on, I was like, oh, that's gonna kill this. I'm expecting to hear Nas on it, because I'm not very big on reading the track list prior to listening to it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to just enjoy the music and see what comes on, and any surprises. I want the element of surprise to be there, so I don't really research too much prior to the release. And when Never Enough came on, I like Ross. Ross makes solid music, but I felt like that particular beat would be perfect for Nas and AZ. Would have been perfect for Nas and AZ to go back and forth, similar to like they did on The Essence, man. Like, that would have been fire, man. I was looking forward to hearing some Nas on this album, but you know, this is AZ's project. He gets to decide who's on there, and we gotta respect it. But it goes back to my original point that you can't allow nostalgia to creep in. AZ and Nas, Life's to Be, Illmatic, Do or Die, More Money, More Murder. You know what I'm saying? Like, nostalgia started to creep in unconsciously. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was looking forward to hearing those two together, but you know, who knows what may happen in the near future. Another thing, Rituals. I mentioned that with Alchemist, featuring Conway and Lil Wayne. That particular track, although I like the song is fire, to be honest with you. I like the song. I just don't feel like it fits this album. And one thing that jumps out is the fact that it felt as though it was forced. You know what I mean? Like, I like Lil Wayne. I can't speak for everyone else, but I like Lil Wayne. You can't deny his contribution to the culture. But I think that was a feature that AZ should have, you know, kept in his back pocket and possibly use that in the future for a song that fits him more. You're gonna have 3 verses. Maybe give Conway one, you took the first one, and perhaps you finish it off. I just didn't feel like that particular song fit this album. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. Another thing, I spoke on production a couple minutes ago. There were 2 instances where I didn't really feel the production. That would be, what was the name of the track? Time is the Answer, I think produced by the Heatmakers. It sounded like a 2-track. When I mean 2-track, it doesn't sound like the stems or the individual tracks, like the drum on track, snare on track 1, hi-hat on track 2, tom-tom on track 3, clap on 4. It doesn't sound like it was separated. It sounds like he was presented a 2-track and rhymed over it. I didn't like the mix too much. And different. That snare drum was so distracting. It was annoying. You couldn't really get into appreciate AZ's pocket and his flow on that because the snare drum, it just sounded complete. That song different sounds, incomplete. I don't believe it was a hook on it. It was just silent. So I'm not sure if that was by design, but those 2 tracks, not bad songs. I just don't feel like they fit the overall album or what I feel as though he was trying to convey as a listener. But all in all, man, will I listen to this project straight through? I highly doubt it. Like, that's rare with anyone's project, so it's no slight at the soul side, you know what I'm saying? But the tracks I love the most would possibly be Blow That Ish, Buckwell, Kill That. Like, his production, I don't know, man. Like, the consistency is unmatched. That's that go-to guy. If you need that one solid track that you willing to bet on, one producer that's gonna provide that for you, Buck Wild is that guy, man. So he produced that Blow That Ish with Dave East. I really enjoyed that. And the 2 Bink joints, man, Bulletproof and Just For You. Those are my 3 favorite tracks on there, man. And overall, the project is solid. It's something to listen to, you know what I'm saying? Like, AZ, we gotta, as far as our legends go nowadays, we have to really show appreciation and just be grateful and mindful that, they could be doing other things, but they're still in the studio taking the time, because this is a process, man. You don't just wake up and the song is created. Now, it's a process. You gotta get with the producers, record, write, mix it down, marketing. The tasks are endless. And the fact that he still is in the game wholeheartedly. He enjoys the process. And as a fan, like I said before, I really appreciate that. So we just got to give him his flowers. And thank God that our legends are still active. So Do or Die 2, I suggest you go out there and just tune in. Tell me what you think about it. This is not a review. This is my reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to give it a rating system or stars or 1 out of 10. Nah, that's just my feedback or my reaction from listening to it for about maybe 3 or 4 listens. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Is Do or Die 2 fire? We're not comparing it to the first one because obviously most people would say that is the first one is a classic, so this one can't compare, but it's a different time, different space. What do you think about AZ's pen? What do you think about the beat selection? Leave all that in the comment section, man. I appreciate all y'all. This is Symph-Eeze. I'm out of here. Don't forget to go get yours, all right? Y'all be good.